How's it going, everybody? We're hopping into another game of the World Cup National Qualifiers. Oh boy, I should probably bring that up, shouldn't I? There it is. Okay. Looks like we're all set. Alright. Sorry for the lack of commentary so far. I'm trying to get set up here. Let's see. Chintz is blue. Doesn't quite get his +5 on turn 1. Chintz grabbing his bonus. Purple for Yuri Cow. So the first seat. Schroeder is white. On the second seat. Just need one more and I can work them both out. Risky Eddie is black. Okay. That leaves green for Redolino. This game started right on the dot. No no-shows, which is nice. Sorry, I'm doing double duty as host and caster right now, so I'm trying to make sure all that's squared away. Interesting moves already? Yeah, so we do see Yuri take a second bonus and break. Takes a second bonus and breaks blue. Risky and Roderick get their bonuses. Redolino breaks purple. Not interested in playing with a bad neighbor, it seems like. What you got here? No. Go put that away, please. Thank you. No. No. Yeah. Black is in a spot of trouble here. Alright, sorry. I'm doing too many things at once. This is a bad neighbor game, it seems like. Does red and blue break purple again? Fails the 2v1 to take that. Prioritizing the break over his own bonus. Because he's not going to hold that +3. Prioritizing the break over the +7 bonus is what I mean. Alright. Blue is on 2 bonuses. Green's on 1. White is on 1. But I don't think purple's worried about blue anymore. Purple is worried about green. This is chaos? Yes, it is. This is a scramble of a game. Does white do anything about blue? So much early animosity. Yeah, this set should be interesting. Classic Dutch. Yep. Mitch, I responded to you over in the USA Group 3 thread. And I apologize for that mess, by the way. That one's on me. White is removing black from the right-hand side of the board. Is going to sit on his 2 bonuses. Risky Eddie is unfortunately down to 11 troops before the first round of trades. Dutch should choke this up while they can. The qualifiers will be the only games where they score points. Dang, Chris. Again in the chat throwing shade. I think you said the same about the Germans earlier. It's the 3rd nation I've said that about. Just don't say it when I play for Spain on Friday. I might have to say something that I'll regret. At least he's consistent, yeah. Does Chintz have the black bounty here? Looks like he's going for it. This will set him in turn. GG's to Risky Eddie. Chintz takes the first bounty. And we're only 9 minutes in, folks. Blue killed black. So that is 3 points for Chintz. And blue is going in on white. White with that lovely 1-point Greenland. Oddly enough, Eddie was your pick to win? Well, I know there's no risk cash on the line, but I think it's safe to say you have lost that bet, Talmaj. Ooh, is green going to be able to hold some bonuses? Perhaps not if blue has anything to say about it. Pre-game. Yeah, no, I know that's when you... That's the only time you should bet, is before a game. Could you imagine betting on the outcome of a game while you're watching it? Oh, actually, I'd like to change my bet to the player on 69% of the board right now. We do see a retaliatory break. You can't bet after the game. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to anyway. 2 retaliatory breaks. So it does appear as though green will hold his bonuses, unless blue also would like to break green in addition to retaking. So blue got the 4 trade last turn, gets the 6 trade this turn. Nope, he's investing everything into breaking white, and he is successful. And goes pretty deep into white's bonus there. Does he let green hold? He is going to let green hold. He's only thinking about white right now. Looks like he's rolling as much as he can to feed white to some other player, perhaps. This is real entertainment. Yeah, this is a brawl. This is a knockout, drag-out battle here. All right, green. Redolinu gets +10 this turn for holding what he's got. Let's take a look at the bonuses. Yeah, green is on Yukon and Northwest Territory. So that is +10 for Redolinu. Redolinu going all in on purple. Doesn't quite have the purple kill, though. Removes purple from the left side of the board. Purple sets with the 10 trade, despite being in the first seat. Shows you how crazy of a game this is. Purple deciding to move into Greenland. Removes white from there. Gonna guard on the 1 point. White sets in for 12. This is likely to go after blue. Meanwhile, blue is sitting on 45% of the board. If white decides to target somebody else, blue likely has it in the bag, particularly with set on 3. Okay, knocks him down a few percentage. And decides not to break him. Chintz does have a set on 3. He gets 22 troops without the trade. With the trade, he would get another 15. He might have the 70% run here. It looks like he's lining up the purple kill. He has traded in, so if he kills purple, he will not get the points for it. But It's certainly not necessarily a mistake to trade, as he may stumble into the 70% while making this purple kill attempt. Doesn't get the dice he needs to finish purple off. Shouldn't feed it. Fails to break white. Only needs a few more territories to actually win this game. With slightly better dice, he would have won on this turn. But fails the 70 run on 67% of the board. Redolinu's Northwest Territory is broken, but his stack is intact. Looks like he's going to go up and pick up the purple kill. Going to split here. So, Yuri Cow, GG's, and well played to Redolinu, taking the second bounty of this game. Trades in from that for 20. Looks like he has missed the white kill. There is a 1 white territory over on the left side of the board. We see the fist bump come out from white, recommending that he hit blue. Meanwhile, blue is cheering on the attack on white here. I think it does make sense for... yeah, Redolinu does not have the white kill here, guys. It does make sense to beat up on blue a little bit. He is gonna get close to the 70, but I don't think he's quite has it. Gonna end on 60% of the board. Coming down to a nail biter here, folks. But Redolinu effectively owns the entire left-hand side of the board. And the only player that can trade is white, but it does not look like he has a set. So now white is going to have to address green here. White breaking as much of green as he can, it seems like. Blue gonna break 2 more of green's bonuses. But green gets to hang on to Greenland. $18 troops for his turn. Can he dry kill white here? I don't think he can.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
White about to drop the 20 set, I believe. Not gonna lie, I may have lost track of the trades a little bit. But yeah, white is too spread out, has a few too many troops for a dry kill. Still got to hold 47% going into this turn. Yeah. Looks like Redolinu might be trying for the 70% right here. Nope. My mistake. Does 2 breaks and ends his turn. White needs a trade here, where Redolinu almost certainly has him with a set. Looks like white either missed a trade or is feeling confident. Gonna go to 5 cards, but is also going to break the last 2 bonuses of Redolinu. Schroderick successfully accomplishes his mission and portals back to hide. knocks green down a few territories. Green has the trade. Can he kill? Can he kill white here? Chintz checking his cards, does not have a set on 3. Should have enough for this kill here. Looks like he's going to end his path on the portal. And takes out Schroderick. GG's to Schroderick. Well played to Redolino, taking his second bounty this game. And wraps things up immediately afterwards with the 70% run. Well played to Redolino, taking the Game 1 W. All right. Players will now move on to Game 2, which is a fixed 70 game on Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, current score: Redolino on 21 points, Chintz on 3 points, Schroderick, Risky Eddie, and Yuri Cal all have yet to score. Alright, they're working on setting up Game 2. Yeah, very well played by Redolino, maximizing his points before claiming the win. Alright, I will be back in just a second, folks. I have run out of water here. I'll be back in a few, but you guys won't miss anything. Okay. I am back. Alright, I asked them to keep the same colors. Now banned with 2 no ready ups. Alright, well, they bought me enough time to go. I ended up heating up lunch while also getting a drink, so I don't mind that they didn't ready up to wait for me. Alright, game 2 is away. Fixed 70% on Las Vegas, Nevada. This is normally a good neighbor game, but based on how last game went, I don't know if our expectations are all that high to see a good neighbor game this game. Alright. We have Redolinu still on green in the first seat. Risky Eddie still on black in the second seat. Yuri Cow on purple in the third seat. Chintz both on blue and in the fourth seat once again. And Schroderick still on white and in the fifth seat. Alright, I might be a little light on the commentary here as I chow down. But I should have had lunch an hour and a half ago. Anyway. We see Yuri Cow take the bonus that he basically spawned with, guarding his +4 with 3s all around. Hey, welcome in, Black Ghoul. We're watching game 1 or game 2 of Group 1 for the Netherlands national qualifier for the World Cup. It looks like Chintz is lining up Lake Mead. We'll see if Redolino's interested in that. GM's games of me and you weren't going well. Yeah. I have a little bit of work to do before I'm back to GM. I'm currently sitting on on Master on both my accounts, and last week I was GM on both of my accounts. So, is what it is. All right. Schudrick takes his bonus, and Redolinu also takes his. Redolinu's bonus is a +3, and Schudrick's is a +4. I wish I ever had the GM title. You'll get there. It takes a little bit of work, but the main thing is just patience and perseverance. Hey, what's up, Woe? Welcome in. Risky takes his +2. Isn't going to guard it at all, though. We'll see if that is the best choice based off of how last game went. 4v2 is a 75% roll. More likely to win than not. We see Purple smack a 3 and gets perfect dice. Smacks another 3, only loses 1. It seems like Chintz is not too happy with that decision. How much for a win? It depends on the game. Game 1, I think, is worth 10 points. Game 2 is worth 20 points, and Game 3 is worth 15 points. Bounties, as long as they set you in or win you the game, are worth, oh geez, 3 points apiece. Woj, you placed another group already? Do you have a wait list? You're playing now? Had a great start, got teamed. Oh, For you, it's 20% rolls. Nice. So Chintz did retaliate on Yuri for invading his bonus. Shudrik is going to calmly expand and take a second bonus. And stack on his portal. No one's streaming your game, Woj? That's a bummer. Yeah, we have more games than we know what to do with. Right now in 20, I have the Frank Assassin's Tournament. Hey, welcome in, Risky Weather Guy. Glad you're here. Good luck in your Frank Assassin's game, Ghoul. No one seems to mind that white is on 2 +4s. And we've made it all the way back to purple and blue, who are in the midst of fighting a war. So purple says, okay, blue, I will let you have Lake Mead. Please don't break me again. So we'll see if blue wants to continue his fight, or if he instead will simply take his bonus. You're eating lunch too? Game 1 is Secret Assassins. Yeah. The Secret Assassins is a lot of fun, but it's definitely a hard game mode. Alright. Chintz gets his +4. Meanwhile, white on +8. Massive 47 troop lead. Delicious Thai food. Busy, stressful day at work. Yeah. I've also had to do some work here in the background this morning, which was annoying. And the food I'm having is leftover pork chops and fried rice. Looks pretty good. Redolinu working on a big stack in the middle of the board, then just calmly taking cards up to the top left. Also traded in. I believe that was a 10 set. Do kills count in this game mode? Kills, if they trade you in turn, give you 3 points. Placement does not matter. But a win is what gives you the most points. Black sets in and picks up his own +4. At least I believe that is a +4. Yeah, North Las Vegas is a +4. If Yuri Cow had a set on 3 here, he would have enough troops to kill blue if he really wanted to. Blue's particularly weak, being the last player to get a bonus. I believe bounties and fixed games are good even if they don't set you. Oh, okay. If that's... That would make sense. I think black wins on how he has his stack. Yeah, it's hard to say. Personally, I think white wins if he's not addressed. And then I think I think based off of what we saw from Redolino in the last game. Fixed bounties count no matter what. Alright, thank you, Mitch. I will correct myself going forward. Apologize for that. My game was different because we had 2 bots. Yeah. Yeah, your game was wild. With all 3 games were wild with 2 bots. Blue picks up the second bonus. White with a massive portal shack. Thought purple bot was gonna win. Yeah. Other players, all GMs. These are all players that just decided to sign up. There was no there's no barrier to entry based off of ranking. The barrier to enter the World Cup is doing well enough in your national qualifier to qualify for your team. So technically, these players are currently playing through their barrier to entry. Still mad I didn't set on 4 in Game 3, though it may not have changed the outcome. I had Game 1 under control, yeah. Yeah, that was a wild turn of events for you to get killed on 5 there this week. Purple and blue both going to 5. Yeah, Risky. Game 1 and 2 were very good for you. Excellent display of how you maximize points in 70% games. White also goes to 5. Looks like Redolino is going to pick up the Yuri Cow bounty. Not going to get much help from a different stack. GG's to Yuri Cow. Well played to Redolino, making another kill this game. So, it does set him in turn, so he gets double points for that, right? No, I'm kidding. Just 3 points for a fixed kill there. Black not interested in Redolino holding the second bonus. Chintz has cannons. I think we could see white kill green here. He has the green kill if he wants it. like he's going for it. So far, he's getting what he needs. GG's to Redolino. And well played to White. Getting the second bounty this game. His first bounty of the round. Shudrick is on the board. Would I be able to steal your VOD from my game last night to eventually post them on YouTube? Yeah, that's fine. You can honestly feel free to take it or steal it if you want and put it on YouTube. All right. White is going to try to close this game out here with a 70% run. Still has an 18 stack in the middle to use. He's seeing if he can run it, presumably without using it, it looks like. On 68%, still plenty of time, plenty of troops. GG's to Shudrick, taking the W in game 2. With a bounty to boot. Alright. Not only is Shudrick on the board, he is closing in on Redolino. Credit me with excellent. Oh, appreciate that, Risky. Yeah, I normally go through and just export all my VODs to YouTube. I'll try to remember to like tag you in your game. And then you can tag me in you can tag my Twitch and YouTube in your stuff if you want to. Alright. The Netherlands players will now move on to game 3. Aside from hopping in an airplane from Las Vegas to get over to Asia, they're also going to have to hop. Holy smokes, I can't talk today. They'll also have to hop into a time machine because it's specifically the Asia 1800s map. Alright, players are going to work on getting this game set up. Well, that was quick. Game 3 is up, and it looks like they're ready to go. Love and hate Asia 1800 on different occasions. Yeah, it can be a hit or miss map. I don't know how many groups there are for Netherlands. All right, yeah, Mitch. You already see it. The Germany game is about to start. I'll be over there as soon as this one wraps up. How many individuals eventually end up making it? It depends on how many people signed up. So, if there were less than... I can't remember the number. But if you have like 18 or more signups, then there's going to be like 3 teams, I think. Or maybe it's more than that. I don't remember, but it's some type of threshold like that. Like, some countries... Like, for example, I'm playing in the national qualifiers for Spain. They had 9 or 10 signups, but we're all still participating for one team. Or trying out to get a spot on one team of 3 with, I think, a 4th as backup. Um, but a certain number of signups means 2 teams, and then another number means 3 teams, and I think 3 is the max. Thanks, Talmaj. That sounds about right. I think 18 is the number for 2 teams. Risky. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but you can find out if you go to tourney announcements under the World Cup server. One of the sections in the most recent announcement is direct links to national qualifier pages. So the Netherlands question and the Canada question that you just asked, if you click on the links for those countries, it'll bring up the national qualifier PRT page for each of those, and you'll be able to see what you need to see for those questions. Alright, it looks like this game is going to be a bonus game. Yuri Cow takes Afghanistan, and Shudrik has the Korean Peninsula. Looks like less than 48. Better just keep on winning. Yeah, I mean it's good to know and be aware, but generally speaking, just keep winning games is a good answer. Sorry, I'm still eating over here. Risky has the Tibet +3. It looks like Chintz is gonna go bonusless here. And Red Alinu's working on Mongolia. Yeah, for any tournament, winning is usually good. Pro strats. How do I win a tournament? Just keep winning. Don't worry about anything else. Ooh, Yuri is trying to slow roll a stack of Shudriks for some reason. Does not appear to be getting the best of dice. I did say Risky has Tibetan because black is Risky Eddie. So, different risky, but yeah. Wow, Eddie steals Mongolia from Redolinu. It's all good, Risky. Sorry to hear you're having a rough day. What's the 70 on Las Vegas? I don't recall off the top of my head. 41? There you go. Yeah, if you're Redolino here, you have no reason to let Risky Eddie hold those two bonuses. Successfully breaks both.
Yeah.
Risky Eddie's gonna set early. Taking the 4 trade to retake his 2 bonuses from Redolino. Redolino or Deadolino? Actually, Chad, I think it's Red Dead Redemption Linu. Everyone wants my bonus. Yep. Riddlinu sets, picks up the Japan bonus. Yurikawa sets on 8. Or sets on 4 for the 8 trade. trades in to take India, slamming a Shudrick 10 in the process.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
I see we have anti-bonus propaganda in the chat. Risky Eddie going bad to purple. Breaks Afghanistan. Does he break India also? It is a bajillion% better without a bonus. I'm assuming that's the number you typed. This is like classic prog ranked. Maybe a little bit. Chintz decides to go to 5. Looks like Shudrick is also going to go to 5. Which makes sense for the first round of trades, but we saw players die in game 1 before the first round of trades, so could be dangerous.
Yeah.
Redolinu breaks one of Risky Eddie's bonuses. Oh, snap. Thanks for the bits. Appreciate that, Chad. Looks like Yuri failed to break Mongolia. Alright. We've come back around to Chintz here. Chintz has a trade. I believe he's got the 10 set. 10 set with a nice +2. Does he believe he can kill purple here? Looks like he's going to attempt it. Needs some really good dice. Needs to get the rest with the 9. Gets the dice he needs. And successfully kills Yurikow. Chintz on the board with another bounty. Going after Risky Eddie, but doesn't have the Risky Eddie kill. Does he feed Eddie to Shudrick? Chintz also draws a wild card, and Shudrick sets in for 15. Shudrick going to attempt the Risky Eddie kill. This will set him in turn and give him the 20 trade. It's going to come down to a 14v12. Failable, but he gets it. GG's to Risky Eddie. Well played to Shudrick. Taking another bounty. Sets in for the 20. He's going to start working on Chintz now. Needs to be careful not to hit him too much, lest he feed the Chintz kill to Redolinu. Looks like he is interested in taking some bonuses and some board. Bye, sweetheart, love you. Redolinu is in a tough spot here. He almost has to go for the Chintz kill, but he also almost certainly does not have it. Breaks Chintz in order to move through to break Shudrick. Chintz is going to have to use his trade here if he wants to survive for yet another turn. Will Redolinu be able to last another turn? Chintz is on 22 troops, but he's got 25 sitting in his hand just waiting to be deployed. Doubling his troops with that trade, immediately propelling him into the troop lead. Shudrick, a bit upset with Redolinu, breaks all of his bonuses. Needs to be careful about feeding him to Chintz, though. Redolinu takes a single card very quickly, ends his turn. Can Chintz pick up the Redolinu kill here? Redolinu's 5 is locked. At least locked, sorry. Chintz is not open to Redolinu's 5 and did not stack in a way to get it. Decides instead to just break Shudrick. Shudrick has the trade here. Should have plenty of troops to kill Redolinu. It looks like he's got the path. GG's to Redolinu. And well played to Shudrick taking another kill. Gonna take a big trade from that. And should be able to win this 1v1 against Chintz. Jeremy just started streaming. You wanna? Yeah, I'll hop right over to that after this one ends, Mitch. Thank you. Should take the 30v25 first. Yep. Then has plenty left over to finish it. It doesn't set him in turn, but it's still worth points because it wins him the game. GG's to Shudrick, taking the last kill this game, as well as the W. So we'll see how many points that puts him on. Yeah, I will. Alright, so final score for Netherlands.
Hey, what's that?
Hey, Bubba. Yuri Cow and Risky Eddie on 0. Chintz with 6 points. Redolinu with 24. And Shudrick with a big 47, winning the round.